We have total 5 exercises in the syllabus prescribed by Visvesvaraya Technological University, Belagavi. So let's start our discussion from exercise 1. Exercise 1 is about implementing library database. As you all can see, the different tables or the different entities are mentioned here in the question. So let's start with the library database. The question mentioned in the syllabus is, consider the following schema for a library database. The schema is given to you here in the syllabus itself. The question contains entire schema here. Library database contains the following tables. The first table is book. The second table is book authors. Third table is publisher. Fourth table is book copies. Fifth table is book lending. And the sixth table is library program. Rather than calling these as tables, we can also call them as entities. So we have here book entity, publisher entity, we have library program entity. Also we have here some of the relationship between the entities. So what are the relationships here? We have the relationship like book authors, which relates the entity book and authors. Next we have book copies relationship, which actually relates book table, here the book table, and also it relates with the library program table. We also have here one more relation, that is book lending, which relates again book table, the library and the library table. So here we can call this schema as the collection of entities and relationship, or you can also call this schema as the collection of different tables. So in general, we can call all these as different tables. So total you need to implement here 6 tables, that is book, book authors, publisher, book copies, book lending and library program. So these are the tables that you have to implement. Okay, apart from this, you can also implement here one more table. So let's discuss which is that one more table. Okay, so before that, let's discuss in detail about each table here. So let's discuss the first table, that is book table. Every table has different attributes. So the attribute is nothing but the property of an entity, or you can call these attributes as different columns in the table. The first column is book ID. The second column in the book table is title. Third column is publisher name, and the fourth column is publisher year. So the book table contains total 4 columns. So what is this book ID refers to? As you all know, every book should have a unique ISBN, a unique ID, using which we can identify the book. So can I call this book ID here as the primary key? So you all can see the book ID has been underlined. This is mentioned in the syllabus. This is mentioned in the question. So the attribute which is underlined, or the column which is underlined, we call it as primary key. Primary key is the one whose behavior or the nature of it is unique. That means the values that you give for book ID must be unique. Different values should be given to, or should be entered to the attribute or to the column book ID. Next attribute or the next column is title. So this indicates the title of individual book. Next we have publisher name. Every book must be published by a particular publisher, right? So here publisher name indicates the name of the publisher who has published the particular book. Next, the publication year. Which year the book has been published? That is also mentioned in the last column. So total we have 4 columns for this table, or 4 attributes of this table book. And the 4 attributes of this entity, book entity, are book ID, book title, the publisher of the book, and the publication year. So these are the 4 things, or the 4 attributes, 4 columns under book entity. So the different values that you need to enter into the book table, we will discuss about this later. The next table is book authors. You need to implement the next table, that is book authors, which has 2 attributes. Which are those 2 attributes? The first attribute is book ID. So you can see here, a particular book must be written by a particular author there, right? So every author must have been written one or the other book there. So you can see the book mentioned here refers to the book that we have already entered into the book table. So what is the meaning of this? Book authors is actually a relationship which relates book table, and the one more table that it relates is author table. So I don't have here a table called author, separate table for author. So in that case, what I can do here, you can create a new table or a separate table which is not mentioned in the question. Okay, you can create a new table named author, and that table will have only one attribute. And which is that attribute? Author attribute, author name attribute, sorry. Author is a table name, and author name is the attribute, only attribute inside this author table. And that author name in the author table you can mention that as a primary key. Okay, so book authors is a relationship now which relates the table book and it relates the table author. So from the author table, author name is a primary key. So author name is referencing to the author table, where you can see here author name is the one which is referencing to the author name mentioned in the author table. Similarly, book ID is the attribute in book authors which is referencing to the book ID that is already mentioned, already entered in the book table. So the next table, will move on to the next table, that is publisher table. Here it gives you the details about all the publishers. You can see here the publisher table has 3 attributes, or the 3 columns. So the 3 columns are name, address and phone. So this indicates the information about a particular publisher. So every publisher will have a publisher name, every publisher will have an address, and also a publisher will have phone number. So among these 3, which one do you think is the primary key? So publisher name is the primary key. So you can have different publishers like Bosco's, or you can have a publisher like Pearson. So these are all the publishers. No 2 publishers can have same name. So that is why the publisher name is unique in nature. So we can indicate this publisher name as primary key. So the next table is book copies. As I already said, book copies is a relationship which relates the book table, and it relates one more table, that is library program table. What is the meaning of this? You can see the different attributes here. Book ID is the first attribute, the second attribute is program ID, third one is number of copies. What is the attribute saying here? See, every book must be specified or must be present in one or the other library. So every book here, let's assume that every book is present in one or the other library, and the number of books, number of copies of a particular book also is mentioned. So what is the meaning of this? Every book is registered under one or the other library, and the multiple copies of a book will be available in different libraries. For example, if I take a book that is your DBMS book written by Navate. So a book, DBMS book, will have a unique ISBN. This DBMS book, the different copies of this DBMS book will be available in multiple libraries, and you can see here the number of copies present in each library, number of copies of DBMS book present in each library is mentioned here in each row of this table. Okay, so the next table is book lending table. So this is also a relationship which relates our book table and the library table. So our book table and library table are also related using the relationship book lending. So what is the information specified here? You can see a book which is available in a particular library. So library is refers to here program ID, which indicates a particular library where the book is available. So the every book is issued using a card which has a unique card number. Like you students will be given with few cards. With the particular card you can borrow a particular book, right? So this book lending gives you the information about a book that has been issued for a particular card, so which has a unique card number. Issue date is mentioned and also the return date is mentioned. Return date is nothing but the due date for returning the books. Date out is nothing but the issue date of your particular book. So you can see here book lending refers to a book which is available in a particular library, which is given by program ID and which is issued for a particular card number, and the date of issue and the return date of a particular book is also can also be entered here. So these are the different attributes for a relationship or for a table book lending. You have the final table, that is library program, and this library program indicates different libraries available in different cities. So you can see program ID refers to a particular library available in a particular city. So program name is nothing but the name of the library which is available in a particular city. So address of the library you are mentioning here. For example, we have in Mangalore many libraries. Every library has its own name, and every library has a unique ID, and a library is located in different locations. So this indicates the information or the attributes of library table, library entity. So I hope the question is clear now. In the book table, you can see book ID is primary key. In the book authors table, again book ID is primary key. In the publisher table, publisher name is primary key. Next, in book copies, the combination of book ID and program ID is primary key. You don't call it as two primary keys here. There are two attributes in this table, that is book ID and program ID, the combination of which is primary key. Okay, so combination of this is primary key. It is something like you need not have every book ID which should be unique in nature, or you need not have separate values for program ID or different values for program ID. See, different values for book ID and different values of program ID is not required, but the combination of book ID and program ID must be unique. For example, if I enter the value book ID as 10, I should have the program ID there is, for example, 1. Next, I cannot have the next value in the table something like this, 10 again and 1 again. So what is the meaning of this? Combination of this, combination of book ID and your program ID is repeating here. This is not allowed. But can I change here something like this? Book ID 10 is available in program or then under the library whose ID is 1. The same book whose ID is 10 is available in the other library whose ID is 2. This is possible. Or you can have one more value something like this. A different book now with ID 20 is available in the same library whose ID is 2. So here the same library whose ID is 2 can have multiple books with the two different books with ID 10 and 20. So this is possible. So here you can see book IDs are repeating, and here the program IDs are repeating or library IDs are repeating. This is allowed. But the combination of book ID and the library ID can never repeat. So this combination must be unique. Okay, the two entries or the two rows in a table should be unique in nature. So that is actually the meaning of this multiple keys. So here book ID and program ID combination should be primary key. Similarly, the next one, book lending. Here in this table we have multiple attributes which acts as a primary key, which is that book ID, program ID and card number. So what is the meaning of this? A particular book must be issued for a particular card number under a particular library. So the combination of all three acts as a primary key in the table book lending. Okay, so it is something like we have book ID, program ID and card number. The combination of all three must be unique in nature. Okay, the last table is library program, and in library program table we can see here the program ID is unique in nature, that is every library should have a unique ID, and then every library should have a different name and then a particular address. So here only library ID or program ID is unique in nature. I hope the question is clear. We have here several queries given in the question which has to be answered. So you need to write SQL queries for each of these questions that has been asked here. So the first question is retrieve details of all books in the library, title, name of publisher, authors, number of copies in each program. So it is something like you need to retrieve the details of all books, or maybe all these attributes should be retrieved. The second question is get the particulars of borrowers who have borrowed more than 3 books but from January 2017 to June 2017. See students, if the question has mentioned if in the question some data is mentioned, remember this data must be entered into your table as one of the value. If the question contains some data like here in this example year is mentioned or month is mentioned, so remember when you're entering the values into the table you do enter these values. Okay, next is third question is delete a book in the book table, update the contents of other tables to reflect this data manipulation operation. Fourth one is partition the book table based on year of publication, then demonstrate its working with a simple query. The last one is create a view of all books and its number of copies that are currently available in the library. So total we have 5 questions for which SQL queries must be structured query language. Query must be written for these 5 queries, for these 5 questions. Okay, yes.